Welcome back to Carson Tate's video log. I'm here in somewhere out in the middle of nowhere in New York with Julianne Rich.
Hello.
Is it Julianne?
It's Julianne.
And your book, is this a first novel?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
It's Caught in the Crossfire. Is that correct?
Correct.
And I'm going to see if I can get the tagline correct. A summer at Bible camp.
Two boys at Bible camp.
Boys at Bible camp. One forbidden love.
That is right. You got it.
So I'm going to be honest with you. I got a little heebie about it, just the title.
Sure.
And because I had a bad summer Bible camp experience. that had to do with forbidden love.
Yep.
But I have to say it was really. I experienced all those feelings as I was reading your book, which means that it was well written, because to evoke that kind of emotion is pretty intense. So tell us a little bit about the book, and it's the first, right?
It is the first in a trilogy.
You just turned in the second one, correct?
I turned in the third one.
Holy moly.
The second one is coming out in September, and I just turned in the third one.
Oh, good. So I don't have to wait long to...
No, it's tentatively scheduled for April 2015 right now.
All right. So tell us about the book.
Okay. It is a young adult novel about my main character, Jonathan Cooper, who is 16. He is born into an evangelical home. It's set in Minnesota up along the North Shore by Grand Marais area across from Lake Superior. And Jonathan goes for his 7th summer at Spirit Lake Bible Camp, which is a fictional place just out of my imagination. And Jonathan is in a state of semi-repressed self-knowledge. He has a collection of a few key books, Boy Meets Boy,
right?
But they're all tucked in this safe that he got for his coin collection. But
locked.
Yeah. But reading's just a hobby. It doesn't really mean anything. And of course, on the first day of camp, he encounters Ian McGuire, who is anything but repressed, anything but Christian, and really there against his will. There's this instant awakening, but the acceptance of that is far from
absolutely,
yeah, from instant. He goes through the entire month really struggling with that. Surrendering to that, fighting himself after the surrender. Yeah.
Well, and so you've got 3 books, so you already know. You just finished the 3rd one, so you know how all of them end up.
I do.
Why don't you just tell me real quick? Wow.
I know.
She didn't tell me anything.
I didn't.
So I'll try to get over being mad at you about that. But I do want to talk about, I think these books, as hard as they can be to, because they evoke such emotion, I think they're really important.
Thank you.
So what led you to write it?
Sure, that's a great question, one I get asked a lot. It really came from loving 2 people, my son and my mom. And my son is a wonderful young man. He's 24, brilliant, great, and he happens to be gay. And I am the daughter of missionaries. I'm the daughter of grandparents. My grandparents were missionaries, my parents were missionaries, my 3 uncles are ministers. And I grew up in a very evangelical home. And so after 7 years of trying to bring 2 people whose points of view I both understood, people I loved, and I am an incredibly affirmative mom, to try to bring us to a place of harmony and unity in our family was really hard. And theological debates didn't do it, arguments didn't do it, saying, I won't be at Thanksgiving if didn't do it. But I know my mom's heart, and she's got a beautiful, loving, very kind, gracious heart. And I thought, if I write this book and I let her be in my protagonist's head and let her hear how some of those things that are said feel, that will bring her into a state of empathy.
You're going to make me cry. See?
And so I wrote it for my mom.
Wow.
I wrote the book for my mom.
And so we had a conversation yesterday, and this kind of spins off that. You work with at least one organization.
I do.
And you were talking about using fiction to be able to talk about really hard subjects.
Right.
It makes it kind of removes the true facts from it. People can accept things in fiction that they can't necessarily in reality.
It creates interpersonal distance. So instead of talking about this person in your family, you're talking about this character in a book. And we are more open to being, and just the nature of reading puts you in another person's mind. So to be able to discuss that from a literary perspective all of a sudden you have this expansion of your consciousness, and you have an opportunity to create dialogue in a non-emotional perspective, without that immediate personal investment, and growth can happen.
I think that's beautifully said, and it's a great way to approach things. And thank you for your books.
Yeah,
I mean, I think they
welcome.
really make a difference.
Thank you.
Even if you left us hanging at the end of the first one.
But you don't have to wait long.
I know, I'm very excited about that. So run out and buy Caught in the Crossfire, and you can get, what's the title of the second one?
Searching for Grace.
Searching for Grace in September.
Yep.
You can buy these at Bold Strokes Books or wherever books are sold.
Yep. And Taking the Stand in April.
Excellent. Oh, that's not long to wait either.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Thanks for joining me, Julie.
Thanks, Carson.
This is Carson Tate's Video Log, signing out.